I don't think anybody in the gaming industry is above criticism, and Phil Spencer apparently has no problems even criticizing himself. Now, this is something that I've done numerous times when it comes to Xbox, because I think Xbox, while a fantastic platform, and one of the things that continues to drive people and get people excited, clearly they dropped the ball, especially this year in the first party instance, and it looks like they're looking to make amends for that, which I think is pretty awesome if you think about it. Now, of course, PlayStation fans jump on this and go, oh, look, Phil Spencer, admits that, Xbox sucks or whatever. But at the same time, I do feel like Phil is very self-aware, and we're going to continue to see, some great things coming from him. And you can't really go wrong with that. As far as I'm concerned, I think this is really good news, and we're starting to see people kind of get excited again for the Xbox platform. I've been excited about him for a while now. So it is cool to see, hey, this is pretty cool, and Microsoft is making amends for their screw-ups, and a lot of companies don't actually admit when there's even a problem. So it is nice to see that they are doing that. But this should be a fun video. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. Please like the video. I am once again asking your help. Let's get 100 likes. 100. On each of the videos, because you know what, listen, that would be just fantastic, and it really would help the channel out, and it's a small goal, but it's a goal nonetheless, so please help out. With that being said, Phil Spencer had some interesting things to say. He acknowledged that it's been too long since Xbox's last big first-party title, which is something that I think we can all agree on. It's not like it's been some kind of secret, but then again, listen, for an executive to come out and say this is almost unheard of. Now, what's interesting is by the end of 2022, 5 games will have been published by Xbox Game Studios this year, but only one of those, which is the upcoming Pentiment, will be an all-new game developed internally. The others are indie developed as Dusk Falls, a Forza 5 expansion, and Age of Empires re-release, and Obsidian's Grounded, which has been in game preview for 2 years. And one thing we've definitely heard loud and clear, according to Phil, is that it's been too long since we've shipped what people would say is a quote-unquote big first-party game. He said this on a podcast. We can have our excuses with COVID and other things, but in the end, I know people invest in our platform and they want to have great games. Spencer went on to claim that the 2023 lineup would be far stronger for Xbox, and that the sort of pandemic caused production delays which saw its original big holiday release, Starfield, pushed into 2023, were now in the rearview mirror, thankfully. Now listen, I think personally that it's not just Xbox. I realize that Xbox is going to get a lot of flack and a lot of hate and things like that, but we can't hold them to a different standard than we hold everybody else, and everybody in the industry is delaying games during the pandemic. It wasn't just Microsoft, it wasn't just one company. I mean, this year was supposed to be like the be-all, end-all year, and we were going to get, Starfield and Redfall and Suicide Squad and Lord of the Rings Gollum and Hogwarts Legacy and all these amazing games, and it ended up not happening due to all the delays and things like that. So what Phil also went on to say is, and I quote, "We're excited about 2023, and we've talked about games that are coming. Those games are tracking well, and we're out of what COVID did to the production schedule. And as an industry, we have fewer games this holiday than we've had in a while. When you just think about the launches, Call of Duty, obviously God of War is coming, which is great. Nintendo had a good year, but in general, I would say we've been a little light. But I looked at 2023, and there's a great lineup of games coming that I'm excited about. Getting our first real Xbox first-party games out of Bethesda, having them ship with Redfall and Starfield would be a lot of fun." Spencer went on to claim that Xbox was doing a lot more work on PC, and that it would launch a big updates for its app in the coming weeks. Spencer also claimed earlier this week that Game Pass growth on console might be slowing, and that PC subscription grew 159%. And we've kind of talked about this during various times, and I think that it makes a lot of sense with what we've kind of heard from him and talking about this. At the end of the day, when it comes down to being able to kind of release these games and release things on time, like everybody wants the games, but I've pretty much been adamant that the trolls and the haters that are going, Xbox has no games, and saying this ad nauseum, those are the same people that would mock and troll PlayStation or Microsoft if they rushed games and they were, crappy scores, right? So it's the right call to delay the games and make sure that they all arrive as quality games that are, worthwhile playing, because the service is going to take a hit while there's been no games. Anybody could expect, some kind of, hit when you have no games, but I think that once the games start coming, right, and we should have a pretty good idea when they're going to come out. The Starfield, Redfall, Forza, they're getting a couple of those RTS games. They're getting Ghostwire Tokyo into Game Pass. There could literally be 8-9 first-party games releasing on Xbox next year, and I think that is huge to see. And once people start seeing that, I think that you could see Game Pass growth continue, pick up, and people picking up. I, like anybody that thought Game Pass would continue to grow once the 2-year mark was over, didn't realize that, the games that are coming aren't going to be cross-gen. And so that's going to be something that us as fans are going to have to kind of deal with a little bit, is just that if you're paying for Game Pass, are you going to continue to pay for Game Pass if you're on an old Xbox One, if you're not going to be able to play the new games? I think that's going to be the question, and that's where we're going to see people kind of upgrade. And that could be where the Xbox Series S comes into play. People easily can upgrade to that, and I think it'd be fine. We really have to kind of wait and see what happens. But, at the same time, I think that, us as fans, we all look at these things and we go, oh, well, how can they make things that much better for, fans and things like that? And I think they are doing like some great things, and at the end of the day, I personally am saying, hey, let's hope that this kind of works out well, and let's hope that this kind of continues to be the case where, us gamers have lots to play and lots of different things to kind of look forward to. And I think like Phil gets that, and at the end of the day, that's what it all comes down to. We're going to see if gamers are going to be able to come together and kind of get things kind of going and moving in the right direction. And that's what to me, what it boils down to. Like Phil can say this, and I'm sure there's going to be lots of PlayStation people that make fun of this, right? But at the same time, I think it really kind of comes down to, hey, are gamers going to be okay with the games? Are the games going to be worthwhile, right? Like that is what I kind of care about most. The games have to be really good. They have to be full of content. And, at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. So, yeah, for me anyway, and I hope anyway that's what we continue to see in the future. So with that being said, let me know what you all think. I would very much appreciate it, and I think the world of y'all. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. Thanks for watching. Crap Gamer out.